Hello and welcome. This is PappaZappa, and I'm here bringing you Chapter 7 of Ninja Gaiden II, The Flying Fortress Daedalus. I hope you're excited. Let's get right in. The famed fortress of the wolf beast toppled. Ryu and Sonya leave this twisted arena behind, taking to the skies in search of Elizabeth. Ever northward, she is carried on wings of darkness, borne through the skies of the flying fortress Daedalus. She must be stopped, but the army of Genshin, sworn enemies of the Hayabusa clan, stands between Ryu and his quarry. I mean, you gotta hand it to this helicopter for being so fast. That is one thing. Like, it can actually keep up with this thing right here, the flying fortress. That's crazy. Also, I noticed Ryu wasn't hanging off the left side rocket artillery pod. Oh my goodness, he actually climbed in the passenger seat? Good for you, Ryu.
I'm bringing us in!
Okay, so these turrets, the meme with them is you're gonna need to sit behind this wall here, or else you're not gonna have really good chance of destroying these turrets. And they will break eventually, the protector. So you do have to be careful. But thankfully, it's not 100% analog as well. It's dependent on your location. Go for it. So like if you're, if you're like kinda close to the entrance, it'll come in, so it doesn't mess you up too bad. Thankfully, because the bow section is we got a couple on the left here. Go, miniguns now. Now we are going to get introduced to a couple of new enemies this, well, not even a couple, probably 3 or 4 new enemy types actually. Make that 5 even. A recurring boss. Probably notice Genshin. This will be the second time we fight him. This is the end of this level, and then a new boss after that. So we've got a lot ahead of us. Now these dudes right here, they're kind of spooky actually. Watch out for them, they do explode when you destroy them, so definitely be careful about that. And there's no way to get their limbs off. It's like you're fighting Mr. House for any of you vloggers. We're just using Nimco because we haven't yet had an opportunity to upgrade our website yet. Yeah, make sure you block whenever one gets dispatched like that. Now, speaking of upgrading the Eclipse Scythe, we actually have the 40,000 ready to go. So we're just going to go ahead and jack it straight to level 3. There we go. Nice. And then let's get this Life of the Gods we missed apparently. Let's get 2 Herbs of Spiritual Life and 1 green. There we go. Pretty well set. We're going to be using the Eclipse Scythe a lot throughout the playthrough, and there are some ninjas coming up, so I'm just going to switch to the Talons for a bit. These ninjas are a little different, though, from your average, because they have guns. I wonder what like you gotta do to become a gun in this world versus like the way they do it.
Do not use explosives.
to see the mix of like Modern Warfare style, like night vision machine gun with a ninja. Good combination of technology and tradition, if you ask me. No, I've actually heard a lot of people don't particularly care for those types of ninjas. So I'm kind of curious what the people in the comments think. You know, I think I know what my question for today's episode will be. It's a fairly simple one. It's just the setting, really, is the question. What kind of settings do you enjoy fighting in the most for any particular game? Be it like a city, a farm, the desert, snow, a close quarters area like this, military installation. I'd say for me, like, desert is definitely really strong. Jungle can be pretty good. I will say this, it's important that the locations are varied. I don't like to be in one biome the entire game, usually. So as long as there's more than one thing going on, I find that very enjoyable. Some decent amount of chests right here for us. Lots of it. You know what? This seems like the perfect area for an eclipse site. Oh yeah, just tear it through these windows. Like the Lunar Staff, the Eclipse Scythe is really good in crowd control situations where you have a lot of enemies in front of you that you don't really want to deal with. We are going to run down here and grab this chest. I'm pretty confident it's going to spawn behind us. It's really the Ninja Gaiden Classic at this point. Life of the Gods couldn't hurt. I think we're up to 11 now. Yep. Oh hey, it's these guys again. We're just gonna go ahead and right off the bat because there's a lot of potential damage you can be taken from them. We don't really want to mess with that. Now these dudes in the pod, they're gonna be coming out of the pod eventually, so be ready for that. I wonder what's down here. Oh, would you look at that? It's one of those dudes from the pod. So the key with this is if you hit them with an ultimate technique, they won't die, but they will lose a limb or their head, which means you can execute them. So it makes it a lot more approachable. They are extremely deadly enemies, so definitely be ready to fight them. Oh, hello. What an amazing execute. Came to work today is all.
The control room has been attacked. Now switching all flight systems to autopilot.
Hello? So if you're lucky, you'll hit both of them with the ultimate technique that we can use. Now just be careful. They explode when they die. You're not blocking your damage. In fact, a lot of enemies around here, if you don't block after you attack them, you're gonna get hit. You're gonna take a lot of damage. In fact, the final boss of this level, if you don't block after killing them, you just die. So, definitely do die. Oh, nice counterattacks. Just tear him asunder. A lot of the weapons in this feel just so wonderful to use. There we go. Another Life of the Gods. Through here. pieces. Doing a pretty decent job. Can't go through the laser field just yet. We're gonna have to find a way to turn that off. And I mean, there's certainly a creative solution. Alright. Made it to the reactor. Might be wondering what exactly it is powering. And these areas actually kind of give you a little bit of a hint. Okay, 3 items. Now we do need to destroy all of these glass containers in order to get the reactor over the key. It's pretty close as it is. Our bow is one of the strongest things out there. Looks like it's began to overload. And does not look like it was the case that we found nothing over here. Cool. Got some more ninjas on the other side. This would be the introduction to your missile ninjas. These guys are bastards. But believe it or not, they're actually not the worst version of the enemies that they could be. There's one of them that comes stock standard with a multiple rocket launcher system. And those are definitely the most annoying versions. So definitely take advantage of the save spot in the shop. I like how they set this one up to be like the commissary. Kind of a cool thing going on there. We'll just save money for now. There's only a couple more weapons left for us to grab in general before the game is over. Hello. Well, be careful going around the corner because there's going to be more waiting for you there. Oh, watch out. Yeah, you don't want him to explode on you. Alright, would you look at that? 3 red essence. Oh, hello. These guys pretty much go to the Mercenaries 2 training school of rocket launcher reloading in that they can reload a rocket launcher in about 0.1 nanoseconds. Something to keep in mind. Looks like we made it to troop quarters. Definitely check your surroundings. That one was just some lore, but pretty soon here we're gonna have an actual important item drop. In fact, it's a new weapon. It's I would say the hardest to use since I'm really bad with it, like even worse than the Kusarigama. But I love using it regardless. That's the taunt. A blunt weapon police batons are sort of based off of. And it's from the island of Okinawa, apparently. So, if you're a fan of South Park, the really famous episode meme on anime, Stan, I think, uses a tonfa. Yeah. Consoles here. Wrecking the ship, absolutely. Take the stairs up. Stairs, ladder. Don't miss any of the items here. Definitely not in your best interest. Another life of 1,000 gods is what it is. I think we're up to like 4 or 5 of these now. Here that we have earned the save statue as well, so we can just get through this one. Which will be a little annoying considering the the rocket ninjas waiting for us everywhere. Now here's the test of valor for this level. So let's go ahead and save and then go in. I actually can't remember what we're fighting this time, but if I had to guess, I'm gonna say ninjas. Oh no, it is so much worse than that. Wow. So you've got your regular bullet ninjas. You've got this. I honestly don't even know what to call them. We'll go with cyborg demon, I guess. Cyborg slug demon. You can't run away from it, because if you do, then it will, Okay, yeah. Alright, here's the advice I have. Just run away from Big Chungus, the cyborg slug, and focus on these rocket ones. They're the threat. Now, I am pretty sure they can hit you if you're, if their legs are blown off, so you gotta have to finish them off. We're very committed to the guys. Although if they are cut in half, it does not matter. Let's go ahead and use a grain. Info is largely wasted on the big guys, so don't worry so much about that. The ideal situation you want to get yourself into is that the only enemies remaining are those info, or the giant cyborg slug things. And once that's there, then you can just start spamming the ultimate combo. Really get some progress in. We're just using the Eclipse Scythe here. Well, mostly because it's a force to be reckoned with, but also because it has a flying swallow, and we only need the one. And we also need to be able to fight giant cyborg slug demon things efficiently. And this is, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it's the best weapon to do so. So one funny thing about the achievements in this game is it has some brutal achievements. Like for every weapon, there's an achievement that stipulates you need to beat the entire game with just that weapon. And it's only worth like 5 gamer scores, which is just absolutely ridiculous. Whereas like beating the game on like Acolyte, I think it's just 100 gamer score in comparison. Also, we're going to go ahead and use another healing item just to be sure that things are cool. They will beat your ass. Yeah, you gotta be careful. The Eclipse Scythe is one of those ultimates that can miss if no one's in the right Oh yeah, you really need to get your offline charges. Eclipse Scythe as well. You don't have any success. The way I see it, they have these little ninjas laid out so you can get essence the big ones with an ultimate technique. no, 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 no! Yeah, you gotta be careful of that. Definitely not in your best interest to get hit by it. We have so many Lives of the Thousand Gods that we're gonna use one. Give ourselves a increased maximum health bar. It's starting to look pretty good. It was fairly pathetic when we first started the game. And I've learned that you don't need a fully charged ultimate technique to rip the head off of those cyborg slug demons either. You only need a what does that sound? Yeah, if you start charging an attack, they will start. Okay, that's. We got hit by the explosive there. Really not ideal. Clown over here. Yeah, let's even use another grain. Yeah, you know, you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Everyone has machine guns around here. So if you're not constantly engaged in combat with them at close range, they're just going to shoot you. If you are, you're getting hit by the big chunkless demon. Did that really just aim the opposite direction? Thanks. Oh no, it works. It's just hard to tell that with the head off and still fight at full strength. Well, when it's just them, it's not so bad. Because you can just, run a little bit. Take their head off. Obliteration technique. Oh, bastard. Broken chain there. This is probably, in my opinion, the hardest enemy in the... Is it the hardest enemy in the game? It's pretty damn hard. In terms of, like, non-boss enemies. There we go, and we've done it! Chapter 7, Rod of Trials, complete. Now, if you're wondering why there are 2 boxes here, it's because one of them has ghost fish. So get that lunar equipped. Okay, Jewel the Demon Seal, awesome. And some blue essence out of the deal. Now I believe that's our 3rd Jewel the Demon Seal. And we only need 2 to upgrade the Art of the Piercing Void. So I'm just going to upgrade the Art of the Wind Blades. It can be sort of useful here and there. So, like, I think there's 1 or 2 encounters where I'm like, man, the Art of the Wind Blades really helped me out here. So for those situations, we'll have that ready to go. Oh, hey. Would you look at that, the Art of the Piercing Void. That's that other Nympho I was talking about. This one, you can actually use against those giant cyborg slug demon things to pretty good effect. Especially at level 3. And then there's a couple bosses where it's really effective against as well. A little hard to aim. It's like a mobile black hole kind of thing. I'll go ahead and equip it just to show what's up. It's got a nice purple color to it. Re-equip the scythe. And it's time to head down. Now be careful. It is really easy to miss the Taun fuzz. And by really easy I mean, like, you just gotta not loot the bodies around. Oh, and more incendiary shurikens too. Usually when they give you those, it's kind of like a, hey, you should probably use incendiary shurikens in this next section. Now you do end up doing a bit of backtracking throughout the level. Like we don't even have to fight this guy. We will. Hello. But yeah, there's nothing in there for us. That was the armory, I'm pretty sure. Alright, and then let's go ahead and test out our new foe. Yeah, pretty darn effective, I'd say. So Arden Inferno doesn't even touch these guys, but the Piercing Void will blow you in half. Show you what's up messing with me. Now we will go ahead and upgrade the Taunt Post right away. Just a bit short from getting that level 3 upgrade. Not gonna worry too much about it right this second. We're gonna go down. I wonder who's down here waiting for us. Okay, so now you see that? That is a little hint at the next boss. Oh yeah. There we go. Make sure you're blocking when you're done fighting those guys. We're very close to the end of the level here. Oh, and by that I mean we're not quite that close. You can just run past them, which I'm going to do. Fairly simple, really. This is the reactor we had messed with earlier. I'm pretty sure you could also skip these enemies if you want. Alright. Yeah, definitely keep running. Oh, we've earned a cutscene. Nice. Come on, Ryu, you can do it. Oh! Oh, it was just a regular nuclear reactor. Huh. How about that?
Purge complete. Lost engines on one side, but profile remains normal. We are still in code.
So what I don't understand is how you can there's the wings. Like, I guess I didn't know what happened. This thing's supposed to last, you know. We would certainly hope that a flying aircraft well, I mean, I can say would have some capacity to keep itself in the air, even though it damages. Oh, look who it is! It's our favorite CIA agent.
Be careful with that. You don't want to bring her down quite yet.
Trust me. Someone kill that damn ninja!
Calm yourself, Elizabeth. I will handle this.
Aw, snap. Getting pretty close to boss time. I think we need to cross here. Oh, hey, would you look at that? It's the other reactor. That's already preemptively destroyed, so you don't really have to worry about taking it out. Now, when you're fighting these ninjas, I don't really recommend using the Art of Piercing Void against them. You're probably much better off just using the Art of blades. There's a bunch of them around you. I'm really fly. It's just so wonderful. sight. Really is a different game before and after. And you know, it was this weapon that made me think scythes were a really great weapon for the longest time, but in reality, it's just a farming tool. If you try and use it as a weapon, you're gonna get punked by someone using like a spear or something. There we go, level 3 Tonfas. Nice. Cool how in the description it can tell you that. You don't want to be hanging out with hitting on turrets. Let's use the incendiary shurikens. Oh no, does not work. Okay. We've done a little bit of clowning just now. It's fine. We'll just use the Art of the Inferno. I think that should take them off. There we go. Much better. Now we can see. Oh boy, here we go.
Young blood, how many times will you stand in our way?
As many times as it takes. Oh, and definitely watch out for the incendiary shurikens. They will wreck your day up. Meanwhile, Genshin's just ruining us. Let's go ahead and use a grain, and we're gonna switch over to. Let's go with the Dragon Sword. Yeah, he's got the mooks in spades here. You pretty much can't use ultimate techniques against the bosses either. Just something to consider. Sorry about that. Just trying to get to the healing menu. And you know what? Might as well use a double wave mushroom while we're at it. He's approaching very slowly. Yes, you really can't hit him with that. It still helps a lot to go and actually use the counterattack technique against Genshin. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, and I believe in Ninja Gaiden Black, if you get 9 Lives of the Gods, they don't actually refill your health. They just extend your health bar, which is really funny. But we basically got it. There we go. Fun boss now. And you can even see the second boss in the background. What do you guys do? Before you can finish the fight, they pull the classic. Oh man, if only this wasn't happening. Fight will have to continue another day, Dragon Ninja.
Extinguishers.
We made it.
Ryu, we're going down!
Altitude dropping. We're covering a puzzle.
Nice Black Spider Ninja Clan trademarked motorcycles, though.
Head down!
Action movies love their motorbikes. Oh, and that's cute. The headlights are shaped like a spider's eyes. That's fun. The second boss of the level. And technically, I guess our first boss rush, but it's only 2 of them. The Flaming Armadillo Monster. It can be a little tough. You absolutely have to remember to block at the end when fighting him. That is a requirement. I will say that much. And Art of the Piercing Void is your friend here. If you get too close to him, he's gonna stomp. Oh, he's in ball form. Make sure you dodge out of the way. Getting run over by this is not very good for your health. Like that. Ow. Like that. The weak spot is this guy's head. And once he hits a certain threshold of HP, he's gonna go into sicko mode. Like that. Oh, no, not like that. That's just the grab. We probably will die from that, that's my guess. Because it just takes away about 800 million worth of damage from you. Yep. There goes the Talisman of Rebirth. But it did give us full Nimbo at the very least, so that's nice. Bad time with the music work there. Kind of need to be able to focus on the enemy when we're doing that. Alright, looks like we're past the sicko mode threshold. Alright, now he's down. We can use the QTE to finish him off. Like so. And then make sure you hold the block button now so you can just get sicko mode. There we go. Beat Chapter 7.
Sonia.
I'm okay.
Just like that, that's one more chapter complete. This was PappaZappa. Thank you so much for joining me. And next time, we're going to be going into Russia to fight our 3rd Greater Fiend. If you enjoyed, please consider liking and subscribing. And until next time, Auf Wiedersehen.